It's California edition. We are coming to you from gorgeous Gilroy, California. My name is Brad Pomerance, and we are joined by the mayor of Gilroy. His name is Don Gage. A lot of G's in this discussion. And Mr. Gage was born in Gilroy, raised in Gilroy. Tell us about Gilroy, how Gilroy has grown up since you were born.
When I recall, probably around 5 years old, there were about 3,500 people.
Wow.
And I was actually born on the east side of Gilroy, and now it's 52,000 people.
Right.
So I've seen the progression, and I've lived here all my life, and I've held a lot of political positions besides Gilroy at the county and the water district. So I've kind of seen a full gamut.
And let's face it, Gilroy is known for garlic.
It's known for garlic.
Undeniable, and how lucky you are that it's known for garlic. Who doesn't love garlic? I love garlic.
They're sick if they don't love garlic.
Exactly. Give us a sense, really tell us, how did Gilroy become the garlic capital of the world?
Well, it started years ago, prior to the festival starting.
Right. Prior to your birth?
No.
Okay.
We had, it was in the 50s.
Okay.
We had two major growers of garlic, Joe Goopser and Don Christopher. Goopser was first around 1950, and then Christopher started around 1956.
Got it.
And the business started growing. So Christopher today has 90% of the garlic in the world.
Literally?
Literally. He has the market on that fresh garlic.
Can I ask you, is there something about the soil in this region that makes garlic grow so well, or is it really coincidental?
It's the warm weather. When they prepare the seeds, they bring the seeds to a cold air like Nevada, where it's snow. So the seeds, they grow garlic there, and the kernels are small. When you bring them to California and you put them in the warmth, they grow big.
I understand.
And so it creates great garlic. The soil around here, this is a farming community.
Right.
So
anyway,
we have great soil, but we've had to move farther away from Gilroy because garlic has some unique diseases. Not too many things, bugs and things will eat them, but they have a disease called botrytis, and it's in the soil.
Interesting.
So once the soil gets contaminated, then you have to take a long process. So today, the garlic is grown within 90 miles of Gilroy, but it's processed here.
Talk about the festival. I mean, it's one thing to grow garlic, but talk about a marketing bonanza.
Yeah, well, Don Christopher was one of the original starters of the festival, along with Rudy Malone, Dr. Malone, who taught at Gavilan College. And they started the Garlic Festival, God, it's been 30 years now plus, to promote garlic. And when they started the festival, they were looking at, a couple thousand people. Well, the first one they put on had over 5,000 people, and they didn't have any room. So now today, the Garlic Festival, generally the average is over 100,000 people over a 3-day weekend. It's always the last full weekend in July. And we held it out at Christmas Hill Park.
And I presume you're aware that when one says Gilroy, one thinks garlic. I mean, in Los Angeles, where I live, I told people I was going to Gilroy. It's the first thing they think of. Talk about brilliance in marketing. I mean, wow.
It works, because I'll go places and I'll say, where are you from? I'm from Gilroy. And they'll say, don't you have something? The Gilroy Garlic Festival? I said, yes, we're the garlic capital of the world.
Now, the next item people say to me when I told them that I was going to Gilroy is, did you know they have great outlets? And boy, were they right. Right next to where we are today is a premium outlet mall, 145 stores. It is an extravaganza. I gave you plenty of sales tax yesterday.
Well, that's good. We like you to do that.
And so, as I understand it, you were integral in bringing those premium outlets.
That's correct.
Really, when outlets were just becoming popular.
Yes. Well, it was kind of a fight on the council. I was mayor at the time, the first time then, and people were skeptical because those kind of retail stores have a short life.
Now, what years was this?
Oh God, it was
20, 30
years? It was in the early 1990s.
I mean, outlets were really not around then. I mean,
no, they weren't. But we brought them here, and I'll tell you today, now it's been over 25 years, every one of those stores, 145 stores are full. And they continue to do that. And once the outlets came, then you started seeing Costco, and you started seeing Walmart, and you started seeing Lowe's, and a lot of the businesses that come along with that. So the whole east side of the freeway is literally commercial and good quality too. It's easy to get to.
As a result, with 145 stores, a busy outlet that draws regionally, statewide, nationally, internationally, a lot of jobs, which is great, of course, but with jobs you need residents. And, it's hard to deny you're in Santa Clara County, the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose not far away. So how have you balanced growth in such a way so that you're still charming Gilroy, California, people can still get to their jobs wherever they may be?
Yeah, we manage, we're kind of a bedroom community, but because of the outlets and a lot of the retail businesses, we have our own source of income to keep our city going, but we manage our growth very closely. We established some rules way up front that we were going to build over a 10-year period 4,000 homes. And so that's about 400 a year. Now, there are times during the downturn where we didn't build any.
Sure.
So, we roughly try to balance that out. In fact, this year we're doing about 350 homes. Next year, for the next 10 to 15 years, we'll do about 350 homes. But the key here is you have a lot of open space. You have great schools. You have a great environment to be in, and it's a lot cheaper than living in the valley.
Can we talk about the downturn, because we know that so many cities suffered during the downturn.
Yeah.
Some cities went bankrupt. Some cities laid off countless workers. How did Gilroy do? And when I say that, you got your outlets, you got the Garlic Festival. How did you do?
We actually did very well, but not without a lot of pain. The council, I wasn't back here at the time. I was at the Board of Supervisors.
For Santa Clara County.
For Santa Clara County. But what they did is they made some tough decisions. First off, we had to lay off 50 people. And we also didn't backfill 20 jobs. We had a $13 million deficit. And
as a percentage, what is that?
Well, $43 million is our general fund today, so it was a little less. It was around $40 million. Right. So you're looking at almost half. Right. And so we took that. But as a result of making those decisions, then we actually are in pretty good shape. We've had a balanced budget for many, many years, and from 2010 till now. When I say a balanced budget, I mean that you don't spend more money than you bring in.
Right.
We all have to balance our budget in the tough times. We had to take money out of our reserves in order to balance it. But today we don't have to do it. The last 6 years we've had a balanced budget, and we will continue to have a balanced budget even though it's close, because our sales tax revenue in 2009 was about $14.7 million. We are still about $1.3 million short. Even
really?
though things.
And with those outlets next door, I thought I would fill up that gap with all the money I spent.
We took a big hit, but it's steadily increasing. The last increase in the last quarter was over 4%.
So I was walking through downtown Gilroy last night, and what a beautiful, charming area. Your old city hall is really magnificent. It does seem as if the area is going through a revitalization. Am I saying that correctly?
You are saying that correctly.
Yeah,
we have a lot of unreinforced masonry buildings, and the interesting part of being away for 20 years, even though I lived here, and
coming back, the Board of Supervisors?
Yeah, the Board of Supervisors, the Water District, was when I came back, we still had the same problems that we had when I left. And in my mind, I said to the folks on the council, I said, don't you think it's about time to fix these? So we put together a very aggressive program to get these unreinforced masonry buildings fixed, because they're unsafe. And you see what happens to Napa, and you saw what happened down south in Paso Robles, and we don't want that to happen here. So we set a plan for 18 months to get all these buildings structurally fit so that we can, number one, get people in there and renting them. And we have almost, out of all the buildings we had, 21 that need to be fixed. There's one where we've had difficulty with the person that owns the building to even contact us. All the rest are in some stage of being corrected and close to finish. Within 5 months, we've already finished 2 completely for the seismic upgrade. So we're in good shape there, and we're ahead of the curve because we know it's coming. We know what's going to happen, and if you look down there, you'll see scaffolds, and people are taking down bricks, and they're fixing what they call the parapet. That's the front of the building that hangs, that falls.
Tough life in Gilroy.
Yeah,
Tough
that's right.
Life. His name is Don Gage. He is the mayor of Gilroy, California. My name is Brad Pomerance. It's California Edition.